Happy Friday, everyone. Everybody's starting to dance. I love this. I'll explain the mouse ears in just a moment. Today, the incredibly talented Shawn Barker takes a seat with us as our very special guest host. Hello there. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. You're in town. You have really good hair.
Thank you.
I mean, this is like all things Johnny Cash. Where can people see you perform this weekend?
We're going to be at the Suncoast Casino on Saturday and Sunday night at 7:30 p.m.
Okay. And what makes you love Las Vegas so much? Why is this a place to come and really celebrate, pay homage to Johnny Cash?
Well, it's just, you know, Vegas is a great town. It's got a great history of music performances and stuff, and everybody in this business wants to come to Vegas.
Yes.
You started off as Elvis. How did you transition yourself to Johnny Cash?
I was the original Johnny Cash for the Broadway show $1 Million Quartet that's playing here now.
Yes,
but
it's a great
way
show.
back maybe 10 years ago when they were still working on it in Hollywood. I got a call from the director out there to come out and cast as Johnny Cash. And worked out there for about 6 months on the play before it ever even went to Broadway or anything.
Neat.
Nice.
Now,
Yeah.
which one do you prefer, Johnny Cash or Elvis? Or, okay, I'm not going to make you choose. What do you like about both characters?
Yeah, they both have their thing, you know. I enjoy Elvis just because he was so flamboyant, and he was kind of a pioneer in the rock music industry. I mean, before that, really, rock and roll was a black culture thing, Little Richard and stuff like that. And Elvis was the guy that really brought it into the mainstream and got the white kids, you know, really into it, and it pushed it into, well, what we have now. I mean, I don't think we'd have the music we have now without Elvis. And Johnny Cash, I really like. He was such a grassroots working man kind of guy, you know, and he wouldn't change for anything. And his career actually crashed in the 80s when you know, music was changing and country music was changing. He just refused to change, and you know, instead of him changing to meet the music finally came back around in the 90s, and he was perfect.
Yeah, well, he was
know.
the icon. Both of them in their own way set such a standard that has totally influenced the music that we have right now.
Hugely.
Yeah.
Hugely.
Yeah.
Last night I was at an event. We were on the very top of the West Gate, and it was Elvis Presley's suite, and I thought it's so interesting the way he lived. And I asked you right before the show, what is one fun fact about Johnny Cash that you love so much? What do you have to say to that?
One of the cool things about Cash was he wasn't like the other stars that you see. If you go to his hometown in Henderson, they'll tell you it was nothing to see him at the local grocery store pushing a shopping cart. And a friend of mine actually stopped by his house one time, and Johnny
Came out and talked to him?
brought him inside.
Are you serious?
No, he sat down and had
Wow.
breakfast with Johnny and his wife. He was very much a people person, you know. And
How neat.
he was that way until, people don't know this, but he had a house in Jamaica, and one time his wife, and they had a famous guest with them, was taken hostage and tied up and put into the basement of the home in Jamaica.
Wow.
While they thought they were going to die. And after that, Johnny put a guard at the gate in Tennessee.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm all fun and
kidding.
games and friendly until my
Hospitality.
Yeah, I don't think you
family.
realize what
How
kind of danger you
popular
put yourself in being famous
was.
like that. Yeah, they had a home in Jamaica. The house is still there.
Now, when you
Yeah.
perform here in Vegas, are you going to cover the classic songs and some obscure music of his too? or-
Exactly. Yeah, we do all the stuff from like Sun Records, Walk the Line, and Folsom Prison. We do a lot of stuff from his TV show. I have 2 girls that come out and sing with me also, and we have a full band and everything. And but we also touch base on the stuff he did with Rick Rubin and the American recordings out in Los Angeles, like Hurt, the Soundgarden, Rusty Cage cover he did, and things like that. That some people may not know.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, it's a fun show. It's a
Glad
great
you're
show.
joining us today.
Yeah, I'm glad
Rounding
I'm
out
here
our
too.
week.
Here we go, and back to Disney, right?